So we're taking a look at Vampyr, something that we took a look at last year on like a closed doors playthrough demo type thing. We've taken another look at it this year, which makes it look a hell of a lot more shiny and like kind of cool. For those that don't know the game, can you give us a rough idea about how it runs and what the rough premise is behind it?
Yeah, so Vampyr is a new action RPG, a story-driven action RPG set in London in 1918, just after the First World War. You play as Jonathan Reed, which is a famous surgeon coming back in London, and the city is crippled with Spanish flu. So basically, as you arrive in London, you get transformed into a vampire. Doctor, vampire, that's the catch of the game.
And I guess the main question I want to ask really is, do you feel that it's about time that it's okay for people to move back into like vampire as a theme, I guess, because you know you've got the zombies thing that's like really been overdone a hell of a lot over the years. Yeah. Vampyr was at one point, and I think it's been a little while since people have done it. So how do you feel that's going to play out for you?
Yeah, I think it was mostly in the 90s for games. It was a big theme. Now it's been a little more quiet. Zombies, as you said, overload. Yeah, so we really wanted to go deeper into this theme because it's very interesting. Obviously, we chose a theme that goes, we think, quite nice with it. London, Spanish flu, which was quite a period of time, a very dark period of time. And the player, for us, it supports this duality that we have in the game with our character, a doctor, needs to heal people, to save people, and he's turned into a vampire, a beast, needs blood, needs to kill people. So that was the perfect, era theme for us to support this concept.
Absolutely, and one of the things that I guess really interests me about the game, because I'm one of these people that likes seeing all of the different options of how you can play through a game and what different ways you can play a certain situation, whatever else, and you seem to have built in a really interesting balance across the game of either helping the city or helping yourself. Can you explain through that a little bit and how that works?
So the game is an RPG, so you've got different gameplays in the game. You have social gameplays to meet the citizens of the game, the citizens of the city of London. You can talk to them, you can get side quests from them. So you have all these interactions with them. And you have as well enemies in the game, so the character is chased basically by vampire hunters who try to clean the city and get rid of supernatural beasts and species. So yeah, we've got quite a lot of activities, and the core of the game is really the citizens, because they are the key resources basically for your evolution. You need their blood to evolve, but you have other means to evolve. You can evolve as well with the fights and other activities that give you XP. But it's the core of the XP that you will get is really the citizens. So yeah, you have to interest to them, to get interested in their lives, their story, their relations between themselves, because all the citizens are connected to other people. And the key idea behind that is that you decide of the fate of the citizens. So by killing a citizen, you will trigger consequences, events basically, on the lives of other citizens. So yeah, that's the core idea that you have to struggle with, and that gives you your key to evolution.
Yeah, and it just seems like, I don't know, like there's so many different ways to go as far as who you help, who you just slay to get their blood, and it feels like there's going to be like a lot of different endings, or at least sort of endings of quests at the very least, or quests that just don't happen or do happen based off of that. Like how do you account for so many different routes through? Because most places slim it down, or most games rather slim it down to a few options, whereas you seem like you've got all of the options ever.
Yeah, so we have different endings, as you said. I won't tell how many endings or what the endings are, but yeah, we have different endings to the main storyline. all the citizens are not related to the main storyline. If you want to nail it a little bit better, you will encounter a lot of citizens for your the main quest, which is to find a cure to the epidemic. And as you go through this quest, you will decide of the fate of several key people that will have a huge impact on the rest of the citizens. And as you go explore the world and as you meet new citizens, you will unlock their stories. You will find new stories, but they are they are not critical to your main path. So that's how we struggle with these different endings and variety of path, because we want to give player the choices in the game, and we want to give him an experience that reflects the choices that he made. So all the citizens, or most of the citizens, are linked to micro stories, to their own stories basically, but the fates of people don't affect the fate of the main quest basically.
Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, but still, just so much variety in there. It's really awesome to see, kind of someone having the balls to actually kind of go and put so much variety in. So the most important question I guess I can ask really is, when can we expect to see Vampyr? I mean, it's been over a year since we've seen anything from Vampyr at all. So where are we? Are we looking at a release anytime soon?
Yeah, so we've been very active during the year. You mentioned that you saw us last year at E3. So we've been a little quiet because we have so much to do on the game. As you said, it's big. We've got a lot of citizens, a lot of stories to tell. So we had a lot of things to do. But the game is really taking shape, as you could see, and we are expecting to ship in November.
Wow, so we're actually getting really close now.
Yeah.
Like, it's actually exciting me a fair bit, because this is one that really fits into like the area of games that I really like to sink my teeth into. So if we want to catch up with news around the game and to see, if it's the release has been pushed forward, pushed back, or any of the updates, where should we be going to online?
That's a good question. There is the website for Vampyr that you can see. I think it's www.vampyr.com, I guess. But I think you have that on your press kit. And I think you will hear from us during the summer as you get closer from the release.
Fantastic, and I definitely recommend you check out the trailers for the game, which we'll try and get linked down below for you as well. Definitely check this one out. It's one of the ones that I'm probably the most excited about on the show floor this year, so don't miss out on it, and see if it's your cup of tea as well.